And so I commend Twice for this. Like their hips are probably one of their superpowers within this group, at least within their choreographies. It's just they're so good at it. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Don here, your dance mentor, and welcome back to the workshop series where we get to dive into K-pop and dance. And today we're going to be checking out Twice's comeback to Alcohol Free, which was released about 2 weeks now, followed by their dance practice Finally, which was released a couple of days ago. So I've honestly just been saving up this moment to watch it both. But I did hear good things about it, so who knows what happens. But before we get into this video, however, I know most of you guys who watch my channel are largely unsubscribed. So if this video or all of my other videos have been helping you out so far in terms of dance knowledge, maybe you learned something insightful, please consider hitting that like button, subscribe, and also turn on notifications so you don't miss an update. So with that said, let's get right into the music video. Oh, we're dancing right away. Immediately, a Twice summer song. Oh man. Nina. I don't know why, but I feel like I just got hit with another wave of emotions like Feel Special did I didn't react to that on this channel, by the way, but I did watch that when that was released. But I just feel that vibe and energy. This is almost like a mix of Dance the Night Away, like summer vibes, plus the performance or the energy that I got from Feel Special. Like it's not like anyone's missing out again, because I think Feel Special was when, you know, Mina was on her break because of health reasons, and then, you know, later we got Junghyun again because of health reasons, but now she's back, so everyone's kind of back. But it's like, I don't know why I feel bittersweet on this one. It's alcohol free, like it's supposed to be fun, you know, summer vibes. Like this is a bossa nova track, but mixed with the element of pop and like just the Twice sound that we're always used to. But yeah, I just felt so, I don't know, I felt very emotionally invested a little bit more. I think it's because of the melody, like the part where Jihyo sings, or one of them sings like I'm drunk in you, and it just like I feel like I've heard a lot more vocals this time around. I don't know, I just got sucked in to what they're just like singing, like behind their smiling faces. I just feel like I'm seeing so many things. I will say though, the dance is, I say the intro does remind me of Fancy, but I do love the hips and like a lot of waviness that was involved within this piece. So we're gonna check this out. Man, this is a good song. Oh, I just love how they start in the line. And then this diagonal. And then they take turns like just playing like the maracas. I love that. That's so much. Like the thing I liked about this whole intro was that it wasn't even on music or anything like that. It was on music, but it was on top of the music versus like being inside of the music. It was just more so just grooving out for the first 4 8 counts or so. So just from the beginning, I'd say you're just counting like a constant rhythm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that whole part, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and like all that's transitioned into this diagonal. That wasn't even on anything at all. They were just following like the rhythm of the song. Like they were just literally dancing on top of it. Like they're just feeling out the groove, and I love that. Ooh, I love that transition to go from, you know, stacks, so a line of 3 stacks. That happened really fast. But I think with Twice we got like an ample amount of numbers to do nice things. A lot of it is very symmetrical so far, and I feel like Twice has a lot of symmetrical pieces in terms of formations and the way they transition from each spot. But it's just so beautiful to look at, and it's so satisfying to look at because it's so symmetrical and like captivating. I feel like the thing about Twice is their transitions into each formation is always something beautiful to look at. Like this whole roll off, but they're all free, well, doing their own thing. It's like more like a ripple, actually. It's a ripple transition into this rhombus formation. And I love the reveal and focus onto Jihyo there. And this, like, like I think what I even love about this feeling of the piece more is that there's not much, like odd counts involved to this piece, or especially within the chorus. So something that I'm noticing is that their accents for the first couple of counts are on the ands. Yeah, it's not even on evens at all. It's more so on the offbeat, like the hip wave from left to right, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, and then shimmy the hips later on. What they do, like I would think 7, 8, and wave versus 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and caught me a little off guard. Like even that, like that little hip shake, I feel like it's not even impactful of a move, and not to say that it was a bad choice in movement at all. It's like I don't hear the rhythm as much within that hip shake. 6 and 8 and like that's all I hear, versus like hearing it with the music. Like it's so, like maybe it's just slight undertones that we might be hearing on music, but man, like what? This is different. Like more and more was a lot more, there was a lot more impact within that. But this one, oh man. I love the word plays within them playing the alcohol drinks. that's so adorable. But so far, this is a workout for the hips. So, something I think about with, JYP girl groups like Twice and ITZY is that there's a lot of hip movements involved. Maybe even shoulders, like for example, ITZY's Wannabe. But I feel like Twice in particular, for this particular song, there's just so much utilization of the hips, which is so important and not heavily utilized a lot within dance in general. And it's hard to do. Shoot, like I would have struggles doing that hip motion, and also just trying to like shake my hips really fast, like we've seen in Can't Stop Me. Da-na-na-na-na-na, spotlight, and then you have that little hip motion. It's hard to work those hips, and so I commend Twice for this. Like their hips are probably one of their superpowers within this group, at least within their choreographies. It's just they're so good at it. This part, oh my god, that was so wavy and just hit me with a wave of motions. Just that line in particular, nothing really dance related, but man, like just way to capitalize on just the ride of her voice. That ooh and then reverse, like oh my gosh, dude, like it requires a lot of flexibility within this particular piece. Like it's hard to look that good without having a proper back stretch, or even your arms, like your triceps, even to even hit those angles. Like you're gonna need to stretch a lot for this piece. I, for some reason, like this whole like these, it reminds me of Cheer Up's opening formation, where they kind of pop out their heads. I don't know why I get that, but there's something playful about this. Like this particular blocking section, it's a nice sort of detox from what we've seen in the past to open up a new verse. It's very creative, Like it's almost comedic in a way, but I mean, I'm sure it's not really intended for that. It does have a playful nature to it. I love that too. And like even with the character of like this almost has, a was it a samba element to it as well. Like even their movement, they have some salsa motions or merengue or even like some bachata like inspired motions with their arms and like their position of it, but also the way they step and travel through it to just carry, just to fulfill the character throughout the song and like the song's vibe as well. We got another ripple of different movement, like kind of what we saw earlier, but this time into a new formation. I like how that just funnels out too. Create space within their formation. So that time, dun, 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 like before we had, I think, outers. There was like a roll off from outer to in or to into out, but for this one, was from one end of the or one start of the line to the end. I could have sworn Mina said that line on the second one, right? Where is she? Ah. Dang, man. I love that because I think they're playing with like a bar. Is that what she do? She's a bartender serving some drinks. Is that what it is? And they created like a whole scenery right here. That's cool. That's it. Oh my god, dude. Just hips overload. Hips overload, man. Even that walk, Jesus Christ. That takes a lot of energy within just the lower half of the body already. Like it doesn't seem so much. Like I think Can't Stop Me looked like a pretty physically demanding piece, but for this, it's not so much an energy, but requires a lot of hip energy. And so that, like, if you don't normally utilize hips at all within your movement, I'm sure that could get tiring. So I don't know if anyone has done a cover to this so far. Let me know if like you felt tired doing this piece, because I don't know. I can only imagine. Oh my god. I just want to see how in sync they are just for that little shimmy rock. Just because, for the sake of cleanliness. Yeah, that's super fast too, but it seems like they are near perfect. I would like even give them a pass on that. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Oh man, I'd say this is probably my favorite summer song so far from them. Out of all the songs that they released in the summer, yeah, I think this one takes the cake, takes the cake. But yeah, I think again, I just felt more emotionally involved within this one. It felt a little bit more magical as Feel Special did. And so I think like whatever route they're going for, like I don't know if it's because it almost feels like they're preparing for a goodbye. I don't know. I don't want to be so dramatic about that. And I don't want to put I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but like their contract is up next year, I believe, right? Next year is when they reach their 7 years. And so who knows what they'll do after their contract is over. Hopefully they get to sign. But yeah, I think this is something that we got to prepare for at least. So who knows what happens. But more importantly, I want to know what you guys thought. So let me know down in the comments below what you thought was unique. Maybe something I didn't catch as always. But also, I will see you guys on the next video. So peace out and stay eating. And thank you for watching.